been good with this past week, man. Like I say, I wasn't sure if you were still talking, so I didn't want to get temptation there.
Oh, you're welcome to message anytime.
Aye, I ken it myself. I have been sitting, like I say, but I didn't ken if you were still using it. Because in the seen your name, I put my active status off these days because I just...
Yeah.
And it's like, well, fuck it, end of the day.
Somebody wants me, they want me.
Aye, like I say, if I came with myself, I could go fucking months or years and I walk past you and fuck, I'd sit here for an hour and yap. And think, oh well, it was meant to be shopping, but that didn't happen. Enjoys, is it? But nah, I'll let you get back and enjoy a big fucking fat one.
I'm definitely going to have a fat one, thank you very much.
Not a problem, and like I said, there's always a bit there for you, man.
Lovely.
Right, I'll catch you later, pal.
Will do. See you later. Call Babes home.
Please choose.
Line 1.
Call Babes home. Is that correct?
Yes.
Calling Babes home on mobile.
Play radio.
What's the name, David?
Play Bluetooth.